Okay, we are online. We are online. So, guys, this is the day for everyone. Finally, it has arrived with patch 1.1. We got it. We have here our new uniques. We have new aspects. We have some stuff check in game that we are going to check in a moment. I will be opening the game here already. Let's see what we have. So, without more any kind of shenanigans, let's go for starting by the uniques. Okay, now we got I refuse to say Uber unique, that's so cringe. But unique staff that gain a random shrine effect for 20 seconds after killing an elite enemy. And it can only occur at every 30 seconds. This is trash. Or horrible, like, oh my god. Trash, okay? Just not worthy at all. You guys don't even waste your time trying to get this shit. This just to make the pool worse. This is, oh Jesus Christ, this is terrible. This is a crime, you know, and it's almost like a crime. Barbarian, a unique sword. Azuri's Wrath. Lucky hit. Your core skills have 20% chance to freeze enemies for 3 seconds and deal 1.5 cold damage to them. Why? What barbarians do with cold damage? Tell me. I must be missing something here. Terrible. Another one not worth mentioning. Flash Render. Debilitating Horror and Bloody Howl deals damage to nearby poisoned enemies. That may do something like, but not at all. Not really. May sound fun to use. Little Wall. Unique Shield. Lucky hits. Here we go. While you have an active Bone Storm, hitting an enemy outside of a Bone Storm has up to 525% chance to spawn an additional Bone Storm at that location. Each of your active sacrifice bonuses increase the chance by 25% and the total number of additional Bone Storm. This is good. Like, a Bone Storm is a really good ability, and if this Bone Storm inherits the Bone Storm effects of your legendary aspects, this can be really good. This can be really nice. Okay? I actually like this. Rogue Eagle Horn. Oh my god. Penetrating shot has 30 to 80% to fire an arrow that bounces off walls and scenery. Hitting enemies from behind with penetration shot will make them vulnerable. This is nice. And this is, tell me please that this properly combos with the legendary aspect that we already have. So it will go through enemies and come back, you know, there will be more arrows through the scenery, so this will be making the clear way better. I like it. I really like it. This can give it some kind of boost to penetrating shot. This was the boost that we were needing for penetrating shot. Maybe not, because we need to also verify the status of the item, and we also need to verify if it's worth having this instead of vulnerability. It depends on the people play style, right? Like, but I was considering having a penetrating shot that were more focused on single targets, a modifier for making it more single targets rather than multi-targets. But it's nice, fake. This one is good. The Sorcerer, the Oculus. Gain effect of the teleport enhancement for free. Again, the effect of teleport enhancement for free. Why? Why the downsides? You know, why? When you evade using teleport enchantment, you are taken to a random location. Why the downside? This is stupid. You know, like the sorcerer got like a staff because the druid can use staffs too. Sorcerer druid got staff and the sorcerer got this wand, but there is a downside. This is terrible. Just useless. Azure Wrath and Flash Render uniques eat and have flat damage effects, which scale with power for them. Okay, so Azure Wrath and Flash Render. This is bad. These two items are bad. Yeah, so let's see. Now, now aspect for the legendary aspects. What we have now. Audacity. Utility aspects. When there are at least 5 close enemies, stun them for 2-4 seconds. This can only could. This thing is bullshit. Like 20 seconds. 20 seconds is the time that I need to find enemies in the area, you know. I hate this kind of thing. Like it can occur once at every X second and the second is 20 seconds. This is useless. No one's gonna use this. Raven. You gain 20 to 40% increased movement speed when moving away from slowed or chilling enemies. I won't give away space for this. Why? You know, some aspects are just to fulfill the void space. I don't know. Ancestral Charge. Offensive aspects charges call for 4 ancestors who also charge. Dealing. This may be cool. Like, there are ways to reduce the cooldown of charge. So this is basically making you go look for a build where you can have maximum damage output for area clearing, for dungeon clearance with charge. This may work. May be good. Poison Creep active also casts landslide in a circle around you. Earth skills deal 10-20% increased damage to poison enemies. Poison Creep actives also cast landslide in a circle. I don't know. Honestly, I don't know. Druids will know better than me. Gore Quills. Blood Lance will consume blood orbs to also conjure lance from them. Each additional blood lance deals 10-50% of normal damage and prioritizes target unlanced enemies. This will break the game. Let's see. We are about to though. Rogues. Is the patch note big? Yeah, it's big. Maybe it won't break the game. Pestilate points. Every third cast of puncture is poison imbued with. Yes! Basic attack skill rogue. Salve Prodigy. Hey Caldinho de bom. Yes! Basic attack speed rogue is real. this may work fine, like every third cast of puncture is poison input with 100% to 150% of normal potency. That sounds really nice. Fleeting wards. After spending 100 mana, your next firewall is free to cast. It will destroy incoming small missiles. This is shit. For the droid, we have this aspect where make your summon poison creep when you activate it. Great landslide. I don't think that's big. I think that's bad because no one's used much of the summons. But maybe they can have it to work. I don't know. I'm not a druid to have a good insight on that. We have a new unique that will make your horse deal damage to nearby poison enemies, and I can tell you in advance this unique is trash. But we're still in the beginning, like we have a lot of changes here. Oh my god. Bug fixes. Improvements. Challenges. I don't care. Each of strength finals layout now requires it to slay the. Which means the. Yeah, it's. Yeah, I imagine. Cooperative play, I want to read about it. Dungeons. I won't be here reading nothing about the dungeons, honestly. Level scaling the 100% pinnacle dungeon. What do they mean about this? Fix an issue where the level scale in the level 100 pinnacle dungeon. Oh, okay. Was inconsistent. Well, I don't know what they mean about that. So let's see the gameplay. Fix an issue where the number of enemies to defeat for the barbarian class quest. I don't care. Whatever. Fix an issue where Iron Milestone could be cast more than 3 times rapidly. 3 times rapidly casting Warcry. That is probably after casting Warcry. Okay, so they fixed the Iron Milestone. Whatever. Fix an issue where stacking the Berserk Ripping is Skull Break and enemy aspect to all the player to do extreme amounts of them. This is not a fix. This is a nerf. Okay, so they killed Berserker. Berserker is dead, okay, so that is no reason for you to try doing rand builds with Berserker anymore. Great game, good job Blizzard. You are really doing the best for your game. I believe you are ready to make people quit. Nice, great, because the, you know, like the aspects that they brought for the game, they are pretty much shit. And now this awesome fix, because yeah, Ripping, Skull Breaking, and Nemia, they were probably the biggest issue of the Berserker. Berserker really needed a nerf. Nice. Fix an issue where the outer edge of the quakes granted to Hammer of the Ancients via the aspect of Ancestral Echoes was dealing far more damage than intended. Yeah, they were supposed to deal 10 damage. 15, 17 damage. Okay. This is not a bug. This is yeah, you know. Sabe como é que era, Caldilho? O cara balanceando bem. Vamos ver. Fixes an issue where Earth skill and the Pulverize skill would consume 2 overpower buffs simultaneously. Okay, so they are fixing the droids. Fix an issue where the bonus effect on Blood Howl from Night Howler aspect would apply twice to Wolf Companions, but not at all for Ravens. What the fuck? No one uses summons anyway, so who cares? Fix an issue where provocation passive stacks wouldn't update properly. Fix an issue where the automatic transformation from Insatiable Fury could cause the Ursine Strength keypad to not proc. Okay, so they are fixing the droid. Fix an issue where the Enhanced Pulverize buff would not remove itself while in town. Who cares? It's in town. No one gives a fuck. Fix an issue where seeking tornadoes produced by Storm Chase aspect would not deal damage. What the f... What? What? Okay, so now our Whirlwind Druid will give more damage. Because I believe we use Storm Chaser. Okay, let's go. Fucking go. Yeah. Fix an issue where Raven's passive damage did not improve after his skill was upgraded. I kind of felt that. In the early levels, I used to use Raven. Drunk tornadoes. Fix an issue where rabies would deal no damage while standing very close to an enemy. What? Jesus, like the druid was totally not working. Fix an issue where the Stormclaw aspect allowed Shred to do extreme amounts of damage. Yeah, bye-bye Shred druids. You know, druid was doing one hit KO on Lilith, so yeah, they were doing one hit KO on Lilith. I mean, it was 27 million damage or more. Yeah. Yeah. Nice, Blizzard. Well done. You are doing great. Nerf everything. Yeah. And nerf everything, call it a bug, and say that you fix it. Nice. Well done. Yeah, we all need, like, we need to have fun in games, not this shit, you know? Fix an issue where necromancers could not obtain daggers from the purveyor of curiosities. Okay, who cares? I don't recall necromancers using daggers at all. Fix an issue where the necromancer minions would have their life bonus deactivate while in town. Who cares? It's in town. Fix an issue where bonus spear cast through chill and wind from an elite enemy would increase the number of generated echoes for that cast. Okay. So far the necromancer is saved. I believe I'll be going with necromancer on the season 1 because at least for the first 1 or 2 weeks, Blizzard won't be addressing the Blood Orbs issues, and they just released a really nice Bloodlands aspect for necromancer, so I believe I'll be going. Extenders were canceling Blood Mist when it's ready off cooldown would immediately recast it. Yeah, okay, I see. This is a fix. 1 second, guys. I need to read the. I need to hear. It's been 2 audios already, which means that she's probably in need of something here. Let me just mute my microphone real quick. Beleza, continue. Okay, Prodigy, I'll be reading the raw patch notes here. I'll be reading twice. I'll be reading first in Brazilian and then in Brazilian Portuguese and then the other in English. So, I'll be reading first in English and then later on in Portuguese. Oh, fix an issue where Shadow Step wouldn't trigger the aspect of uncanny treachery if the target was killed. Oh, man, I kind of felt that. So, it was invalidating the Shadow Step, basically. The penetrating shot would not knock down or whatever. Fix an issue where Twisting Blade will not come back when the ability kill the bloated. Oh. It will not move full distance if attacking an enemy. Eldritch Bounty Paragon node grant the bonus resisting correctly. Fix an issue where the rapid fighter had an extra arrow via effects behave erratically. Where the Awakened Glyph Stone wouldn't spawn for rogue players. Okay, so continue. Vamos lá. Foi corrigido um problema com o Shadow Step, que o aspecto do Uncanny Treachery não estava sendo ativado se o alvo fosse assassinato. Corrigiu um problema com o Penetrating Shot não causar knockdown nos players no PVP. Corrigiu um problema da Twisting Blade não voltar as lâminas se matasse um corpo daqueles gordão que explodia. Corrigiu um problema do Dash que não ia mover até o seu alcance máximo. Se matasse um desses... e o alvo... O que é? Ah, tá. Se o cara estivesse usando controle, jogando com controle, ele não ia se mover a distância toda. What the fuck, né? Corrigido um problema onde o Eldritch Bounty, o nó dele, não tava dando as resistências corretas. Foi corrigido um problema visual do Rapid Fire. E corrigiu um problema de quem tava usando barragem não conseguisse dropar o Glyphstone do Awakened. Ok. Ou seja, não teve nada demais pro Rogue de correção. Só do Twisting Blade, que eu acho que foi grande. Alright, coming back to the global world. So, Sorcerer. Fix an issue where the Firebolt enhancement effect did not contribute to the Combustion Key passive. What the hell? Ooh, okay, that's a good fix. Fix an issue where the passive stacks generated by aligned elements could partially reset in an unexpected way. Passive stacks generated by aligned elements... Okay, so they nerf it in a certain matter, the Sorcerer, by fixing the bug. Fix an issue where casting Deep Freeze would prevent Ice Shard enchantment from triggering. Oh, okay. So this is a good fix. Fix an issue where the aspect of control was applying its damage bonus 3 times for staggered. Oh! Now they killed for good. Now they killed the Sorcerer for good, man. Nice. Nice. This is it. This is what we needed. Now all the cold sorcerers are dead. You know, like... Okay, now no more giga damage from sorcerers because they're not doing more 3 times damage. Oh man, that's so sad, huh? Imagine staggering an enemy and then dealing 3 times damage. Oh my god. That's so sad. Great job, Blizzard. You're doing nice. You're giving the stake and then taking it off and giving the stone. Nice. You're doing really well. Fix an issue where the gravitational aspect was appearing weaker on 2-handed weapons or amulets. What the hell? Fix an issue where the effect of Chain Lightning had no visual tracking bonds that could also unexpectedly drop off. Whatever. Fixes an issue where Incinerate would immediately cost 30 mana when cast in addition to the constraint channeling mana cost. Okay, so Incinerate starts by consuming 5 mana and then it scales to 30. So now Incinerate is working better. Okay. General. Multiple instances where play could not naturally teleport during boss encounters. Whatever. Fix an issue where chests in the Western Ways could be interactive. So it was a specific chest. It was a specific chest. Western Ways could be interactive infinitely. Animal NPC couldn't be interactive with it in situations. Breakable objects would not be broken. Stances. Forged relics could not be interacted with. Monsters with cold, bleeding, burning, corrupt traffics would freeze the place in 1 hit. Oh! Wait. So it was not only the cold affix. All these guys would be able to 1-hit freeze the player in Nightmare Dungeons. Okay, this is a fix. And this is a big win fix because everybody avoids those kinds of dungeons because of these guys exactly. So now doing dungeons will be smoother. Gold enchanted monsters froze players more often than intended. Okay. So what about reducing the time that you stay, frozen? Fix an issue where the chest could spawn that would provide infinity loot. Oh no! Okay, that's a good fix. Imagine having infinity loot, huh? I don't know. That's interesting to me. Items and aspects. Helltide. I want to hit about Helltide. Let's see. Damn Helltide Firestorm. Standing Girondai. Girondai is a city. Oh, okay. Resurrected by shamans would continue to drop behind cinders. Yeah, I was doing this. Like, I liked it. I'm not gonna lie. Like, I was farming shamans for farming aberrant cinders. I was like letting them rest the minions and keep killing them. So I was standing in a single place, killing. Because an issue where Chain Lightning could bounce infinitely between the cast and the other player characters and the Fields of Hatred. Oh. That sounds funny. Fix an issue where crackling energy could hit other players in the Fields of Hatred. Wow. Fix an issue where players could not see other players that they should when he entered the Fields of Hatred. So they managed to address some Fields of Hatred stuff that I don't care because whatever PvP. Fix an issue where certain areas in the Fields of Hatred, whatever. Items and aspects. Oh. Cost reduction bonus from Rings of Starless Sky. This is a uber unique, so no one has it. So what? Who cares, right? Like, no one drops this shit, so we don't care about it. Could unexpectedly drop off. What the hell? You have an item that never drops, and when it drops, it doesn't work. Big. Working nicely, doing their job with perfection. Fix an issue where the aspect of the protected would trigger its barrier effect after destroying a breakable object. Why? And this shit happens at each 30 seconds. Fix an issue where the Ring of Misfortune had incorrect stats. I wonder which are the correct stats. Fix an issue where the Amber Staff weapon didn't apply the bonus damage to crowd control enemies, which is inherent for all stave type weapons. Okay, so it's a fix for everybody that was thinking that whenever they had a staff that was of Amber type, they were thinking that they were applying crowd control damage. Haha, no. They weren't. Okay, fixed. Fix an issue where any character terminal interaction would reset the bonus granted by the inner calm aspects. Ooh. Okay, fix an issue where the maximum life affix of the Mark of the Conclave quest it was scaling improperly. I don't recall this, but I believe this is the item that... There is a guy that made a video on YouTube about an item that was giving 3000 HP, plus 3000 HP. Maybe it's this one. Fix an issue where the aspect power would also increase when upgrading a knight in the blacksmith. The flat damage. Yes, I thought that was supposed to be like this. Like, it's the flat damage, it's the flat behavior. All the flat stuff in the game, they're already bad enough, so you don't need to make it worse, Blizzard. This change was good change. This change was one that I have complained about this in the past. I have talked about this in the past and videos and stuff and here in the live. So the level requirement for sacred items will now cap at level 60. So if I at level 100 and I kill a mob and drop a sacred item, this item will be level 60, which is well, it's a big win because now I can use my 100 character to boost my lower level characters. And the same thing goes for the ancestral items that they now will be capping at level 80. Fix an issue where modders embrace unique trigger properly. So you have modders embrace, which is one terrible ring that only applies effects when hits 5 or more adds, and suddenly they say it doesn't trigger properly. You know, I'm not motivated. That doesn't motivate me at all. So let's go for the next one, the monsters. Quest and event. Bro, I want to be reading all this. I'll stop on the monsters, okay? Fix an issue where items of high power than intended were dropping from rare monsters. So if you go, you remember the unique monsters, the unique yellow monsters? They could be dropping 842 items. And this is not a thing anymore. So if you have, you keep it. If you don't have, you don't have it anymore. Fix an issue where the warg's jumping attack dealt no damage when passing through the player. Okay. Beatless Guru monster would endlessly run around in circles. Well. Fix an issue where the lightning-enhanced champion Goatman would fail to deal damage to the player. Please do fail. That damage hurts. Yeah. Fix an issue where the monster with the suppressor affix would be immune to damage from bullets that stated initially outside the immunity circle. Oh, okay. Barbarian, the ball lightning stuff. Okay. Good fix. It's a good fix. Where clones of a monster with the suppressor affix could also have... What? Fix an issue where the treasure goblins would behave erratically if initially engaged from long distance. What do you mean by behaving erratically? Like, this shit just runs. Who cares? Fixed multiple other issues where monster behavior could not perform properly and could be exploited in some cases. Okay. Alright guys, this was the patch notes. Like, there's a lot of other stuff that we don't care about. Word tier 2 got some buffs. Oh, okay, let us hear some general gameplay updates. All Tower of Lilith's unlocks are now account-wide. Maps discover account-wide. Whispers will no longer reward sigil dust. Okay. Overall loot quality has been significantly improved for silent chests. Okay, nice. Finally, because whispering keys, they mean nothing, you know. The channel time for the living dungeon. So living dungeon now takes 5 seconds. Man. We have generally reduced the tendency for many monsters to move around in combat so the melee characters don't have to chase down their enemies as much. That's good. That's really good. Now, like, we all know that how punishing it is to be melee in Diablo 4, so this is really good. Word tier 2 had the following bonuses added. A miserable amount of bonus golds. Monsters now drop 15% more items. Nice. So now it's a bit more, worth a bit more leveling on Word tier 2 for this. Level scaling side dungeons and most overworld territory has been adjusted in Word tier 3 and 4. Monsters will begin to trail behind the player in level after a certain point, up to a maximum 5 levels behind. It's what happens in Word tier 4. This change does not affect Word bosses, Legion events, Fields of Hate, Helltide, and Nightmare dungeons. Yeah, we all know. So we are eluding you that we're getting stronger, but we are just making the enemies weaker. This is the true developer's note. Like, you never get stronger in Diablo, you know? So what they say here is, like, we are making the enemies weaker as you progress, so you feel like you're getting stronger. So let's go for the tier 3 example. If the player's level is below 55, the monster's level is 55. Let me recall the minimum level of this world. World tier 3, I believe the minimum level of the monsters was 53. I don't recall to be 55. Honestly, now I don't recall. I need to check some VODs. If the player's level is 56 to 60, the monster level 55. If the player level 61, monster level 50. Oh. Alright. So the monsters will always be falling 5 levels behind you. Oh. And just to remember, you guys, this is bad. This is bad. Because 5 levels behind, you get experience debuff, okay? 5 levels behind makes you experience debuff. So you need to be playing sacred dungeons to level up more properly, alright? This is bad. This is just like the monsters are weaker, but your XP is trash now on open world. So, well, I don't know if anyone actually levels on open world, but this is what happens now. 1 second, I need to open the door. Alright, so let's keep on going. Here, for example. Here 4 we have players levels below 75. The monster level is 75. Yeah, this I am for sure. I'm 100% sure. Like, it was level 73. Like, the minimum level in World Tier 4 was 73. This one I am 100% sure. So moving on. This is bad. Let's see what they say about the experience. So since this happened here, I'm curious about the experience. Rewards experience for completing Whisper World Tier 3 and 4 has been significantly increased. Okay. So, like, at this point in the game, you're already on the Paragon tree. And from 1 to 50, the amount of XP that the tree would give you, they would be rewarding you with 30% XP for completing it. You know? And now on 3 and 4, they work almost meaningless because you have a spike from, 25k to 150k to, I don't know, 1.5 billion, It's a big spike. So this changes stuff. Let's see. We are adjusting bonus experience reward for killing monsters that are higher level than the player. Pre-season of the malignant bonuses. 15, 50, 55. We have observed that the experience bonus reward for killing higher level monsters escalates too fast when compared to relatively challenging involves. We still want to reward players for taking his challenge by encouraging them to participate in power leveling together instead of one player killing enemies while another member of the party waits at the dungeon entrance. Man, look how these guys... how these guys are dumb. Oh my god. So, if you kill a monster that is 3 levels high, you have 25% XP bonuses. You know? But now, Per 10 levels, you have 15%. Right? Right. One dot. But the thing is, I used to need to kill 3 monsters to having these bonuses. Here are 15%. Almost 3 levels higher. And now I need to kill almost 10 levels higher. This is shitty. But the good side is that if you were going with overpowered builds, you can have then 15, 30, 45 extra bonus XP. Okay? So that is some sort of... There is a trick here. And also they are... The thing about post-season of the Malignant, remember this, like when the season starts, we'll have a bonus XP from the seasonal content, and there you have like also bonus XP, so they are counting on this too. And because if you remember, like on the panel, you have 12% extra bonus, so you kill a monster, they are trying to think, hey, we can balance it here, you know, like, but they're just taking us power level speed. The truth is this one. I don't like this change at all. I think this change is bad. I think this change is trash. We're also adjusting experience reward for monster level offsets for higher word tiers. Current tier level offsets. +3, +10, +100. So we are changing the +3, +6, +10. Oh, okay. So let's see the effect of this. You are level 1, your friends bring you to tier 4 and they leave you at the entrance of the dungeon. They're starting killing level 100 monsters. Prior to Season of Malignance, you get level 100 most XP plus 1 plus 25%. After Season of Malignant, you get level 11 most XP plus 1 plus 15%. So they killed power leveling. They killed power leveling. They killed the leveling of the person itself. So great job, Blizzard. Again, you were doing amazing job. Like, because everybody is already talking about how good and how happy they are about leveling, you know? Everybody's really happy right now about needing to level from 1 to 100 again every single season. And actually, that's not an issue. But what the guys are doing here just make things even better. It's amazing. I was really expecting to do all this again. And now I'm being penalized if I level solo. Because now for having a better XP boost, I need to kill monsters at 10 levels higher than mine, you know? You're just doing great. This is amazing. Oh my god. Health tides are now 3 levels higher than instead of 2. Yeah, let's do the health tides harder too. Like, yeah, let's make the experience more annoying. Increase to 250. Yes, wow. Great job, Blizzard. You were doing everything that we wanted. Oh, the important part here. Man, this patch notice is never ending. Wow, Blizzard, you are stupid as hell. The build is emerging from new players have shocked and delight this. Yeah, I can see, like, we are just nerfing everything. The chose... The focus is of making balance updates on intimidation. No. The class changes are large focus on numeric increase to skill upgrades and legendary aspects. We are changing critical strike damage paragon glyphs to empower all damage instead of only core skills. Enable more build strategies. There are also few class stats decrease and so... Okay, but we feel these changes are necessary to health of the game. Diablo 4 is a game that can evolve through its seasons, thus the adjustment you make will evolve then. Blah blah. Okay, some blah blah blah, some blah blah blah. Let's go for the Barbarian. Violence double swing, vulnerable's duration increased. Good. Furious upheaval, bonds per stack. Good. Power charge cooldown is now capped at 3 targets for a max of 9 seconds. Okay. I believe this is... We didn't have any. We didn't have a maximum cooldown reduction. I don't know. This goes against the new aspect that they just released, you know? Tactical ground stomp, fury grants more fury, enhances death blows, bonus to boss increase. Oh. Enhanced steel grasp, vulnerable duration from... Okay, I like. Enhanced rupture damage, warrior's rupture attack speed bonus increase. Fighter's rupture healing increased. Okay, they buffed the rupture. Which is a skill that, you know, goes in the same direction of rending. But they nerf its overall bleeding damage, so who cares? Hamstring now only slow health enemies and slow amount increase. Cut to the bone, bleeding damage bonus to be reduced from... Okay, that was a 3% nerf. Well, whatever. Hamstring. Paragons. Ref glyph bonus now affect all damage instead of just core skills. Nice. This is... Okay. Like, we're losing 3% here and we're gaining a lot here. That's something. Relentless Berserk aspect. Duration from 1 to 2 seconds. Battle Mad aspect. Berserking duration increased. Nice. Brawler aspect damage increased. Okay, nice. Aspect of Burning Rage. Damage. Burning Rage. Oh. 22% to 28%. Nice. Aspect of the Iron Warrior damage reduction is lacking. Aspect of lucky hit chance increase from 30 to 50 to 40 to 60. Is lacking aspect. I don't recall what this does, so whatever. Aspect of ancestral buff, weapon master aspect, lucky hit chance. Oh, they increase the lucky hit chance of it. That's nice. Gorge devastating grips now explodes every 2 seconds or after it heads. Fields of crimson bleeding damage. Okay. Crimson bleeding damage bonds increased. This is a good one. We like more multipliers, right? That's good. Druid. Enhanced the claw attack speed bonus increased from 10 to 15%. Okay. Buff. We got the buff here. Storm strike damage reduction. Oh my god, they nerfed this. Boulder damage buffed. Nice. Savage trample. Gain more spirit. Okay. Rime lacerate healing increase. Cataclysm lightning damage increase from 64 to 75. And tornado damage increases damage. Oh boy. They increase the tornado damage again. We like it, of course. Supreme Cataclysm vulnerable duration increases from 2 to 3 damage. Prime Cataclysm duration increases from 2 to 4. Prime Grizzly Haze now grants unstoppable for 6 seconds instead of while active. While active, Prime Grizzly Haze. Okay, so they fucked up the Grizzly Rage. Provocation threshold required for... I mean, like 6 seconds is a lot of time. 6 seconds, that is a lot of time here. Provocation threshold required for guaranteed overpower reduced from... Oh. 1 second, guys. So the provocation threshold required for guaranteed overpower. That's 16 seconds, like it's way better than 25 seconds. I mean, druids are getting respected here. Masochists now also require a luck hit chance of 75. Masochists now require luck hit chance. Irritable. Masochist now also requires a luck hit chance of 75%. I don't know if the I'm not a druid player. So I don't know if this is a buff or a nerf, honestly. Rico Skin Thorn increased. Okay, they increased the thorns. Iron Feather maximum life. Bolster fortify. Overload damage. Paragon. Spirit Glyph now affects all damage instead of just core skills. Aspect of the Calm Breeze lucky hit chance increase. Balanced aspect maximum spirit increase. Aspect of the Tempest damage bonus increased. Ooh. Skinwalker heal increased. Symbiotic aspect cooldown reduction. So we have it numbers being favorable to the druid here, because I'm telling like this because I honestly don't know which ones are the effect, what they do. I don't recall. The aspect of Stampede damage bonds increase 6%. Shepherd's damage bonds increase from 6 to 8 to 6 to 10. Insatiable Fury. Warbeer skill ranks from 2 to 3. Mad Wolf's Glee. Nice. So we have more. But I believe we already had this as +3. I don't recall, but I believe we had. Let's go for the Necromancer. Now we need to know. I want to know if they will be nerfing the Blood Job's duration effect. If they'll be doing the right nerf, or if they will not be nerfing at all. And initiates Decompose slow increased. Like they increased a lot. Nice. For a normal severe cast required for vulnerable reduced from 4 to 3. Okay, now 8 free severes apply vulnerable. Good. Enhanced blood surge heal increased. Blood lance damage reduction for piercing. Also, well, they buffed blood lance here. Bone Prison initial sense gained increased from 15 to 25. Abhorrent Iron Maiden heal increase. Golems move faster. And unhindered through enemies when their cooldown is activated. Well, so Supreme Blood Wave leaves behind Blood Orbs early in its path. Raise Skeleton Corpse Explosion, Corpse Tenders range for auto-targeting corpse on mouse and keyboard increased by 50%. Raise Skeleton Corpse Explosion, Corpse Tender range for auto-targeting corpse on mouse and keyboard increase. I mean, preparing, gonna like this one. Raise Skeleton, Priest bonus, damage increase from 20 to 30, and healing 10 to 50. Boy. Passives. Evasion bonus damage to vulnerable reduced 6, 12, 18 to. Damage to vulnerable was reduced here, okay. Happens. The amount of healing applied to minions has been increased. Drain Vitality, increased lucky hit, nice. Amplified damage increased from 369 to 4812. Book of the Dead. Now this one. Necromancer's minions will now automatically resummon after respawning during a world boss fight. Like, whatever. Skeleton Warrior Defenders upgraded Thorns Inheritance increased from 40... Okay. More Thorns for Rod Ferguson. Yay. I mean, like, Thorns builds for Necro is really fun. It's actually fun. Shadow Skeleton Mage upgrade attacks required for additional bow. Shadow Bolt reduced from 5 to 4. Nice. This is good because I felt like to apply certain special effects on the minions, we need to do lots of stuff before. Bonus Skeleton Mage upgrades fortify amount increases 11 to 20%. Iron Golems upgrade the attacks 5 to 4. Nice. So the minions got... It's a good buff. It's a really good buff. Essence Paragon will increase all damage. Aspects. Let's check the aspects. I believe this is the part where we get all the nerfs. Because as I have said, like, Necromancer, the issue is not the skill itself, is the aspects are really, really good. They are really well built, so here we'll be seeing some nerfs. Splintering aspect of bonus charge damage reduced from 100% to 30 to 60. So this is the bonus spear that makes the charge that coming back make lots of damage, and they won't be doing so much damage anymore. Aspect of plunging. Let's see. Plunging darkness bonus damage increased from 50 to 100 to 75 to 125. Plunging darkness, if I don't recall, it's the effect of the blight skill. Okay, I don't know if it's the blight or the bone storm, but I believe it's the blight. Coldbringer aspect blizzard cooldown reduced from 10 to 8 seconds. Aspect of hungry blood chance to fire a blood lance increased to 23%. Blood soaked aspect increased damage. Aspect of ultimate shadow damage increased from to 48%. Okay, so actually the Necromancer is being more buffed than nerfed here. Aspect of grasping veins critical strike damage reduced. Oh, this is bad. This is the tendril, the corpse tendril buff. Like the corpse tendril after affecting a mob, we would have some critical strike damage applied here. Yeah, that's bad. Oshal's Gale aspect bonus storm duration increase. Oh, nice. Aspect of damned damage bonus from 3040 to 4050. Blood-bathed aspect echo damage reduction. Blood-bathed, I don't remember, but it gotta be something related to the... This might be related to something with the blood lance, right? I don't recall. Need to enter in the game and see. Damage bonds increased. Aspect of hair animation skeletons. Damage bonds increased to 30 to 3040. Aspect of hair animation. Okay. I recall this one. It's good. Bloodless screen SS gain increased from 25, 7, 10. Okay. If you spend lots of essence in your build, this is actually a good call. Deathless visage damage increase. Nice. Okay, now let's check the rogue. Up to fighting duration 3 to 5. Caltrops cast speed increased. Golden Bill lucky haze chance. Smoke grenade damage bonus. You get a buff from smoke grenades. Whatever. Okay. Methodical dash maximum cooldown increased. So now I can reduce my dash up to 4 seconds. Okay. Concealment stealth duration increased from 4 to 5 seconds. Nice. Dark Shroud chance to not be consumed. Supreme Death Trap cooldown reduction increased from 10 to 12 seconds. Yeah. Victimize lucky hit chance increase. Typhoning strikes now also requires a lucky hit chance of 75%. Rugged damage reduction against overtime effects. Mending and aftermath energy stored increased. I don't know, like, it's okay. Eldritch Bounty, there's no duration from increase the duration of the effect, so this is buff, this is good. Combat Glyph bonus now affects all damage instead of just core skills. Finally. So my rogue is stronger now. Reparation to make cooldown reduction increases for 4 to 5 seconds. Legendary aspects. Aspect of volatile shadow damage increase from... Oh, okay. Yeah, like, whatever. Volatile shadow damage is the one that makes that causes the explosions, I guess. Icy Alchemist aspect 2 increase from... Shadow Slice aspect damage increased. Oh, 80 to 100. Maybe a dash build will be coming viable. Not for a tier 100, but maybe. Toxic Alchemist damage. So they buffed the poison. Okay, because Rogue is not strong enough. Vengeful aspect lucky hit chance increase. Aspect of imitated imbuement duration. Aspect of stolen vigor. Aspect of little dusk life of Q. I don't recall what this does. Noxious ice damage bonds increased. Elusive menace. Sky Hunter energy increased. Well, who cares? It's just bad. Grasp of Shadow, lucky hit chance. Needs more. Needs to be around 50%. Like, it's a unique item. And the status are horrible. Like, it needs to be 50%. Something like that. Enhanced charged bolts damage. Destructive charged bolts. Destructive incinerate. Ice blades. Firebolt. Wizard firewall. Supreme deep freeze cooldown reduction increase. Okay. Buster. I only heard. The only thing that I just read here was buff. Passives. Elemental dominance now affect master of instead of only core. Potent warding duration. Protection barrier. Align elements damage reduction per second increased. Mana shield. Damage reduction increased. Devouring blaze bonus critical strike damage. Reduced. Okay. Like, we don't have actually good fight builds. And by doing this, they are not helping. Yeah, like, Devouring Blaze just got killed. From 75 to 30%. Man, just got killed. Fire Surge, mana regeneration increase 10, 20, 30 to... And they give you more mana regeneration. Like they kill the fire builds and expect that everybody will be using it because you have more mana regeneration. Destruction glyph buff. For the mages, like having this kind of thing written, all damage increase is huge, you know? You'll see like tomorrow there will be tons of videos of guys just deleting Lilith. Tomorrow. Spark enchantment chance to form Kraken energy increase from 10 to 40. Frozen Orb enchantment chance to be cast increase to 10 to 30%. Incinerate and mana threshold. The Hydras got really nerfed. It's not, I don't know. This is not good. Incinerate, not good as well. Man, so many changes. Aspect of efficient mana cost reduction increases from... And now affect also mastery skills. Okay, he didn't... I have a friend that's gonna like this. For ball lightning. Nice. Aspect of Armageddon damage increase from... Oh my god. Shattered Stars damage increase. Serpentine aspect of Hydra duration reduction. So they are buffing the Hydra's duration here. Okay. That's good. Glacial aspect of Ice Spike. Aspect of Frozen Tundra. That is stuff. Biting Cold. Aspect of Life. So, for all that we have here, not very interested. Let's see this. Illuminate the fireball damage reduction reduced from 6.5 to... Yeah, like you see, for some reason the sorcerer aspects come with this draw. These reductions, like you have some improvements, but then your damage is reduced. Like this should be lower or better. This shouldn't exist. This literally should not exist. This damage reduction is... It's so hard to get some damage in this game and they still do this, like... Terrible. Isil's Heirloom, critical strike chance from movement speed increased from... Okay, like... So now the... This is terrible because... Sorcerer needs to be going zoom for having this. I don't know. Isadora's Overflowing Cameo, chance to release Lightning Nova increased to 10 to 50%. Pure buff, that's what we want. General aspects. Aspect of Disobedience, maximum stacks reduced from 100 to 60. Reducing the maximum armor to 30%. Big nerf. Now we're all gonna die. Likely, we barely can stand damage from tier 100 Nightmare Dungeons. So now, the effect of making you more squishy is that the people will be looking for builds that are more related to crowd control, like to keep enemies immobilized without any chance to perform actions, because they know that if the enemy performs some actions, they will get one hit. And we are just losing 20% bonus armor here. We're going to suffer from this, like a lot. Aspect of Retribution, bonus damage to stunnage reduced. Exploiter's expected damage bonus to unstoppable reduced. So Lilith kill strategies evolved this because not only Lilith kill strategies, but doing maps evolved this because you needed to go crowd controlling your enemies to maximize the output because the scaling of life on those high tiers were really crazy. And this is a big nerf. This is a huge nerf. Maybe this huge nerf is the reason why some glyphs are now affecting all damage output, you know? They're trying to rebalance this, and maybe this can come for good, which means that like you're now not depending on this to give high damage. You don't need to be doing high damage only when the enemy is staggered, but we'll see. The highlight aspect resource restored increased. Okay. No one cares because this is the uber unique item that no one has. Starlight aspect, right? Is there Starless Sky? I honestly I might be talking shit here, but I think it's this one from the unique. Butch clever. Okay, that improves the butcher's cleaver. Is low, which is good for building stagger faster. Drop height adjustments. Increase the bonus to drop ancestral and sacred items. No. No. I don't want to have more sacred items. I want to have only ancestral items. I really hope that this is related. It was only 5% better. Blizzard, like this need to scale like according to the tier of your dungeon. Oh my god. Oh. This is so bad. Removed a 20% chance to drop an extra equipment item from elite monster outside of Nightmare Dungeon. Removed? 20% chance to drop an extra equipment item from elite monsters outside of Nightmare Dungeon and Hell Tides. So farming open worlds now, forget it, guys. You're just killing the. They are killing the open world to force you to go into Nightmare Dungeons. That is the only thing they are doing. That's bad. That's just like they are either acknowledging that the open world is trash, and they just, I don't know, are just simply out of ideas here. Increase the chance to drop an extra equipment. So they removed this from and give a plus 10% on Nightmare and Hell Tides. So if you are playing on tier 1 and 2, on tier 1 and 2 you're going to be really miserable. So your leveling going to be slow. It's going to be really slow. Nightmare Dungeons now have a 50% chance to drop a second legendary item upon completion. I don't care, I want a unique, I want yours. Fuck, Uber uniques, man. Who cares about this? Really, who cares about this, man? Nightmare Dungeons now give free rare items upon completion up from one. Oh, so they're doing what we talked about in other videos, like when you complete a Nightmare Dungeons, you want to have two rewards, and now they're giving you up to free rewards, extra rewards. I mean, so okay, this is good because the items that you get upon completing the dungeon, they usually have some better item power level. Okay, they're forcing place, which is good in my opinion. Actually, in my initial opinion, it's good that they make the players play their Nightmare Dungeons. The players should be playing Nightmare Dungeons. It's the core game, it's the end game. Let's see. Increase the most HP scaling from 85% to 100% per extra play. So we didn't have plus 50% more HP for each player. We had 85 and now we have 100. Fuck that, I'm playing solo, man. Because I didn't read here like players playing together makes monster drops 20%, 50% more items, you know? We know that they do, but I don't know if it's worth the effort. Adjust the scale of greed shrine. Finally. World bosses now drop potions more often. Ew. There is no longer a limit of how many materials you can refine into higher materials at once. We're increasing the availability of the affixes below to make them easier to include in different builds. No, no. No. By doing this, they increase the pool. Okay. And they increase the range of the random stuff. Like we don't have a craft system in this game. It's all RNG. So this is not that good. No, I don't think that's all that good. And like countering power reduction, duration reduction can now appear on pants. Like I don't care. Like I want to be unstoppable and get away from those mobs. Barrier generation. No, man, no. Lucky hit chest while you have a barrier. Master skill damage. Oh yeah, this is okay. This is good because you only had flash. And they probably noticed that most players are doing builds with master skill damage. And then now we can have the damage being justified. This is good. This one here specifically is really good. These we don't care. Resistance don't work for now. Whatever. What the hell is this guy talking about here? I'm afraid. 50% strong. %50 stronger. Oh no. So now we have less status from our items. This will drastically affect our builds. Cooldown reduction reduced by 30%. Imagine that you could have a maximum of 15% cooldown reduction on a single item. Now you can only have 30%. It would be around 10. So movement skill. So they are just nerfing this and making our lives sad. Our lives miserable here. I don't like this change at all. This change is not a good one, I can tell you. Critical strike damage reduced. Oh my god. Yeah. No, man. We believe this is a step towards allowing more builds to flourish. No, that's not true. Like, if you just nerf this and don't give a buff and the other stuff, we don't care. We don't want. Reduced by 4%. Ooh. Vulnerable damage inherited from crossbows, minus 56%. So, now maybe we should be using balls, right? Because there is no increase of vulnerable damage. Let's see the increases. We've been through. We are here. We know that we have nerfs, lots of nerfs. We're getting destroyed, boys. We're getting destroyed. But let's see the flat improvements. Like the rogue doesn't have anywhere to take extra shadow damage, so this is bad. So everything that is flat damage got buffed? No, damage a while. Damage reduction, so they nerfed all the damage reduction. So now we all gonna really suffer from hits here. We're going to suffer from real. Reduce, and the increases are. We don't care about this. Total armor nerfed. Weapon master. All the flats have been increased while all the multipliers have been nerfed. Good job, Blizzard. And this is our patch notes, guys. Yeah, this is it. Thank you all. I believe that it has been, man, 1 hour of patch notes reading. What the fuck? There's been a lot of stuff today. Now let's just enter the game and see what happens, right? But before entering the game, while I just stop here, let's just check one thing. Why they didn't set exposed here? So like, I'll be entering the game and for testing this. But before this, I need to do one thing. I'll be right back, guys.